WE18 Call for participation. Please review the following requirements prior to beginning your online submission for the WE18 Call for participation.
WE18 is in Minneapolis, Minnesota, October 18th through 20th, 2018. The deadline to submit your presentation proposal is March 9th. You will be notified by email no later than May 1st if your submission is accepted or rejected. We highly recommend using the new CFP guidelines to prepare your proposal, paying close attention to each session category. In addition, we recommend using Microsoft Word before entering the online submission portal to assist with catching spelling and grammar errors. First, some tips. If you want your proposal to be accepted, do not include any sales pitches. Learners expect your session to reflect the description and learning objectives that were submitted to SWE. Failure to do so is the #1 negative comment about sessions. As a result, SWE identified best practices in the CFP guidelines. Typical learners want to hear best practices to use on the job or in career planning. Your delivery method is as important as the content, so be creative and keep in mind the large group setting. Speaking of your delivery method, please keep in mind that sessions will be set up using the standard room configuration, theater style, and SWE will not accommodate any room changes. We recognize that updates to proposals are needed. However, if you want the correct information presented in program guides, final content must be submitted by August 1st. Review the track descriptions before selecting the track to ensure you select the best one. Selecting the wrong track is a common reason for receiving a low score. Sessions will be selected based on the following information. Session title. Make sure your title captures interest and illustrates the benefit of attending the session. The shorter the title, the better. Select the format which works best for your session, keeping in mind the content of your session should be appropriate for the format you select. Lecture workshop presentation, 60 minutes. Lectures are the standard conference session type where subject matter experts, SMEs, can share an overview and best practices on an identified topic to a large session, as many as 200 attendees, so there is minimal group discussion. Lightning talks, short format, 15 minutes each, typically 3 scheduled during an hour. Lightning talks are a short, thought-provoking presentation lasting only 10 minutes with an additional 5 minutes provided for questions and answers. SWE typically schedules 3 talks each hour and groups the lightning talks according to identified themes. Panel discussion, 60 to 75 minutes. Panel discussions are designed to provide the opportunity to learn from multiple subject matter experts on their past experiences and personal views on identified topics or themes. Session description. Limit description to 150 words. Abstracts are evaluated based on descriptions being concise, relevant, adequate, focused, interesting, and/or compelling. Track. SWE has 11 distinct tracks. Be sure to read the track descriptions located in the CFP guidelines to assist you with selecting the track that most closely relates to your session. Selecting the wrong track is often the cause of a lower than expected score. Learning objectives. Most 60-minute sessions have 2 to 3 learning objectives. Learning objectives describe how learners will be able to apply the information from your session to their jobs or planning their career. Each session is evaluated based on the learning objectives being clearly stated and achievable with instruction. Refer to Table 1 in the CFP guidelines, which includes examples of verbs to help you write your objectives. It is also helpful to use the following phrase to assist with writing your objectives. By the end of the session, participants should be able to provide 1 or 2 keywords to describe your overall proposed session. Examples include negotiations, communication, resource, and self-management. Select the 2 most relevant target audiences for your proposed session. We highly recommend not selecting more than 2. Collegiates and graduate students, entry-level professionals, mid-level professionals, emerging technical leaders, seasoned leaders and managers, senior-level executives in industry or government, retired, other. Please include any other comments that you think are important to consider when we evaluate this session for the conference program. Important deadlines to remember. Speakers must confirm their presentation and agree to SWE's speaking terms within 2 weeks of their acceptance notification. All presentation speakers must be identified no later than August 1st, or an accepted session may be canceled at SWE's discretion. Speakers must register on or before September 18, 2018. If you would like to make your presentation or handouts available to participants through the mobile app, then please upload them no later than October 1st. Thank you for watching this video. We hope to see you in Minneapolis.